Hello, my name is Trisha, and this is my testimony. Bent over and couldn't stand back up. And that's my first experience going.
That same thing happened to me. That's my testimony, too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And just the fact that I was 15 years old.
That's when it happened to me. If you go to my website, that's what you'll read.
Okay. I'll check that out for sure. So basically that was my first experience with anything having back problems. I really didn't even have any kind of warning up to that point. And I started going to a chiropractor. That was in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. And I started going to a chiropractor every week, actually a couple times a week, actually, where I was being adjusted. And that was strict. They took x-rays, told me I had I can't even remember specifically, but they were just saying that my vertebrae, something was out of whack. I went, I'd go after school, he'd adjust me twice a week, and that was kind of the extent of it. And I did that for about a couple years. And then everything seemed to be okay, with everything in my body. And I actually first joined a gym when I was 18, and maybe that's what maybe helped my back, so to speak, as well. So then just life goes on. I move here, and I get comfortable. I gain weight, and kind of fast forward to January of 2010, this year, I ended up, I was already feeling back pain, to be honest, probably for most of last year. And it just came to the point that coming into this year, it was pretty uncomfortable. I was having trouble sleeping, tossing and turning, feeling like my back was completely, just seized up. And I couldn't really move at times and all that. And mind you, I wasn't really doing any kind of other activity. So that's what led me to look you up and come for my consultation. I want to say it was the early part of January. And we did the x-rays, and the reality of, I've mentioned to you before, when you told me with lots of love that I should lose weight, and I think that's what it took to actually have a doctor tell me that, because no one ever told me that. I've been to my family doctor, complaining before about that I didn't feel comfortable, and then of course every time you walk in they weigh you, and they really don't. No one ever said anything beyond that. So that's kind of where my journey started with you. With my weekly adjustments, we did some of the therapy on my lower back, like the shock waves, so to speak.
Electric stim.
Yes. And which led into my massage therapy that I do once a week before you adjust me, and it's done wonders. So between me starting to watch my diet, which you adjusting me, doing the massage therapy has allowed me to get active again, which has led me to the point that, 8-9 months later, I'm 50 pounds lighter. I feel better because, to be honest with you, if my back wasn't right, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing I wouldn't be able to do anything, really. It's pretty miserable when you have back pain, so. And, really my quality of life is better for it and for coming here, so. I would suggest it. I've suggested it. I've actually, let people know about you in general, because you've really helped me out a lot. And I plan to continue this, even though I am unfortunately departing in 2.5 weeks to go back to Mississauga, Ontario. So
maybe there's somebody we can help you find.
That would be great. Because to be honest, going back to when I went in high school, when I first ever had back pain, no one ever talked about, kind of other therapies either. It was great, and it helped me at the time, but, I think it's the whole wellness, aspect of it. It's everything.
Yeah.
So it's how you eat, it's how you take care of your body, it's addressing those problem areas, and then at the same time, doing those other things that I would love to be able to find someone who's like this, more into that, because it was like a straight, I'm not trying to put any other offices down, but I do think that it is better that it is this packaged situation, not just like, a white room with a doctor who cracks your back and moves on.
Right.
You pay attention to everything else.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, we're glad that you were here for the time that you were here.
Thank you.
And
It's helped me so much. I feel so much better in general.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.